Do a select few dictate the flow of global wealth, handpick leaders, and shape our thoughts? It is the oldest question in modern politics. Is there a shadowy elite quietly running the world? Today, this idea fuels massive online movements and global anxiety. But beneath the layers of internet paranoia lies a documented physical society that actually existed. To understand how a global super-conspiracy took root in our collective consciousness, we have to look back at the documented record, tracing a line from a dense Bavarian forest directly to the modern digital age. The historical record starts precisely on May 1st, 1776, in the city of Ingolstadt, Bavaria. There, a 28-year-old professor named Adam Weishaupt gathered 4 students to form a new secret society. He initially called it the Order of the Perfectibilists. Weishaupt was highly anti-clerical, and his goal was to create an Enlightenment-era network that could actively oppose religious superstition and the growing abuses of state power by European monarchs. Realizing that building a society from scratch was difficult, Weishaupt executed a highly effective tactical maneuver. He and his associates systematically infiltrated existing Freemason lodges, using them as a pre-built recruitment ground. By targeting the masters and wardens of these lodges, the newly renamed Order of the Illuminati expanded rapidly. Within a few years, their ranks swelled to include over 2,000 members, securing the allegiance of prominent dukes, counts, and influential European diplomats. This rapid accumulation of influence alarmed the Bavarian monarchy. In 1785, Duke Charles Theodore issued an edict explicitly outlining the Illuminati, classifying the group as a severe threat to the state and the Catholic Church. The government response was swift. State authorities raided members' homes, seized internal correspondence, and forced Weishaupt to flee the country. The physical organization was effectively dismantled, and its leadership scattered across Europe. However, in their rush to destroy the group, the Bavarian government published the seized documents as a public warning. That exact publication provided the physical proof needed to convince the public that the group existed, ensuring the Illuminati would survive as a legend. 4 years later, the French Revolution violently upended the European order. Conservative critics, terrified by the sudden collapse of a centuries-old monarchy, immediately pointed to the scattered remnants of the Illuminati as the secret architects behind the chaos. In 1797, writers John Robinson and Augustine Berrou published highly popular books claiming the society had not only survived the Bavarian crackdown, but was actively operating as an international shadow government. The fear of this hidden network eventually crossed the Atlantic. As the United States established itself, a culture of suspicion developed around the idea that the society had embedded specific visual markers into the nation's foundational documents and currency. The Great Seal of the United States features an unfinished pyramid capped by the Eye of Providence. At its base, Roman numerals spell 1776, the year Adam Weishaupt founded his order. Beneath sits the banner Novus Ordo Seclorum, a new order of the ages. Historians point out that the eye and the pyramid were common symbols in 18th century Freemasonry, representing God watching over the new nation. Yet to observers looking for a pattern, these elements appeared to be a deliberate territorial tag placed by a surviving, illuminated elite. By anchoring abstract fears to a physical object that citizens carried in their pockets every day, the myth gained a tangible, visible permanence that successfully carried this ancient conspiracy safely into the modern era. The narrative lay mostly dormant until the massive cultural upheaval of the 1960s counterculture movement. During this period of intense anti-establishment sentiment, a group calling themselves the Discordians emerged. They operated under intentional absurdity, aiming to cause societal chaos and actively challenge authoritarian narratives. To disrupt the mainstream press, Discordian writers began planting fake letters and articles in underground magazines, blaming a multitude of current events on the Bavarian Illuminati. This psychological prank culminated in the publication of a massive satirical sci-fi series called the Illuminatus trilogy. The experiment backfired completely. Instead of recognizing the satire, a public already deeply distrustful of their government consumed these elaborate stories as hidden truth. A calculated hoax designed to mock conspiracy theorists accidentally provided them with a massive, cohesive framework. The Discordian prank effectively resurrected an 18th century Bavarian society into a tangible, modern psychological reality. As the timeline moves into the 21st century, the language surrounding the conspiracy evolved. The specific term Illuminati merged with the concept of the New World Order, a supposed push toward an authoritarian, one-world government. Under this framework, complex historical traumas and high-profile assassinations are no longer viewed as isolated tragedies, but as maneuvers orchestrated by an overarching shadow government. This modern paranoia draws strength from the existence of real, highly secretive elite gatherings. Organizations like the Bilderberg Group host private, off-the-record meetings between international politicians and corporate executives, providing a steady supply of fuel for public suspicion. The theory has also aggressively expanded beyond politics and finance. Today, it directly targets the highest echelons of pop culture and the global entertainment industry. Specific allegations are frequently leveled against modern music moguls, who utilize occult symbolism in their branding, whether as a stylistic choice or a deliberate provocation. Similarly, global pop megastars face constant frame-by-frame scrutiny online. Millions of viewers dissect their music videos and live performances, searching for hand gestures and visual motifs that might signal allegiance to an illuminated elite. The New World Order has become a functional, modern catch-all. It offers a simple, unified explanation for the terrifying concentration of global wealth, corporate influence, and media power that defines the modern era. Returning to the verified historical record, the facts are straightforward. Adam Weishaupt's physical order in Bavaria was systematically dismantled by state authorities over 2 centuries ago, yet the Illuminati persists. It no longer exists as a physical group sitting in a smoky room, but as a deeply embedded psychological projection. Human society struggles to process randomness. Confronted with a chaotic world where economies crash and wars begin without clear warning, there is a profound psychological comfort in believing that someone, somewhere, is driving the car, even if that someone is an enemy. Ideas do not require a physical headquarters to shape the world. Through centuries of rumor, literature, and online speculation, the Illuminati continuously influenced how humanity interprets power. Regardless of their physical existence today, their impact on our culture is undeniably real. If you want to continue exploring the hidden mechanics of history, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to the Vantorix Theories. Because even if the Bavarian Order is gone, someone is always watching from the shadows.